Hi, everybody. It's Kira here, Teen Librarian, and we're going to do a little demo of the how to make a journal from a discarded hardback book. But because it's such a huge project, I'm just going to show you how to do some of the sewing, because I think that's the hardest to really get a handle on from the pictures. And I've got to tell you, I haven't done this in a long time. I used to be really into this, but it's been years and years and years since I did it. So you're gonna have to be patient with me. And so we're gonna start, with the signatures already made. Here, okay, so I'm gonna point the camera down because I'm not super tech and I don't have multiple cameras. So I'm gonna point it down so that you can see what I'm doing. So here's my first signature, and here's the end paper, right? And over here are all my other signatures. I have my thread here, and I actually didn't keep it as long as it'll probably need to be, but it would have been so insanely long, and it's already insanely long. So I just, I'll tie it to another piece when I need to. Okay, so we can get started. I was just going over it again because I was trying to remind myself of everything. So the first thing you do, right, is your first signature right here. So you go from inside to out, right? So boom. And now I'm gonna have to pull it forever and ever and ever because this is so long. I did tie some knots in the end. Hopefully they're big enough. Good, they're big enough. Okay, so got it out. The end of first signature. Now, what we're going to do is put our end paper on top, right? You guys see that? And from the top down through the first hole. So here we go. It's going to be a lot of pulling of thread today because it's insanely long. And somewhat tangled because it's so long. Ah, you're tangled. And you formed a knot. Should have cut it even shorter. Sorry about that, guys. Let's get this out of the way. There isn't actually a knot. Sort of slip knotted itself, I think. I'm not good at this. There we go. Okay. Definitely should have cut this shorter. I was trying to follow the directions, but literally it would have been twice the length of this if I'd followed the directions I gave you. Okay, so we pulled it through, right? Now we want to pull it tight so that it is even with the edge. Now, I'm going to go back through that first hole. Pull it pretty tight. I need to open the signature so I can get it through. Okay. All right, so we're going back through now. And the stupid thing did it again. I apologize for this, guys. This is what happens when your thread is too long. Does crazy things. All right, I'm going to put down the needle. I'm going to get this out. Slip knots itself. All right, got it. This is a good reason to not have so much thread and maybe just tie on another thread. If you get, you end up without enough, because you can always tie on more, you know? And this is a mighty good reason to do that. I can't believe I just said mighty good reason. Where am I from? All right, I got it all through. Woohoo! So, the next step is to go through the second hole. Try hanging this off so it doesn't do it again. Mean orange thread. You're being mean to me. And it did it again. Why do you keep making slip knots of yourself? Here's the thing. I probably couldn't make a slip knot if I tried, and yet my thread makes it by itself. I'm really sorry for this, guys. I should have just cut it shorter. But I gave myself the most signatures because I've done this before. I'm going to finish it off camera, just so you know. I did not give anybody as many signatures as I gave myself. All right, so we've finally got it through. So now we're going to go through the top. Just pull it tight through there. Through the top of the second one here. little one threatening here, but nope. Okay. Pull it through the second top sheet. This is actually the simplest part, and it's taking me forever because of these knots, but that's okay. All right, I'm gonna pull it tight again. I'm gonna go back through the second hole again. I'm just pulling and pulling and pulling and pulling. Alrighty. Now out through the third. So you get the picture on this first one is pretty simple. We're just doing the same thing over and over again. Through here. All right, I made it. And then back again through the whole third hole. Sorry, I picked it up. Going back through the third hole. And out again. Do the next one. I'm trying to be faster because I know this has now taken forever because of these knots. All right. So we're doing the same thing here. Do the top sheet. Alrighty. And back through the fourth hole. One more slip knot to deal with. Sorry, this is taking me forever. It's tiny. All right, got it. All right, so you want to make sure, you're pulling tight every time so that this is even. So we're going to go at the end. Drape this so hopefully I won't get any more knots. Pull it out the last one. Alrighty. So here's where you're going to do something different. You're going to go through the top sheet. Just like before. I'm going to pull it tight to the edge. But instead of going through back the first signature, you're going to put your second signature in. Right? And you're going to put it in the first hole. And pull your thread through. Hopefully it won't be as long as mine. Okay. I'm trying to loosen up my thread here off camera. Okay. I totally messed that up. Yes, this is why. So I'm pulling it back through because I messed it up. This is why I do demos, so I can show you the easy mistakes you can make. So I'm pulling it back out again because I made a mistake. Mistakes are all right, as long as you catch them early. Made a mess of this. All right, cool. Okay, so we're back on the outside. Ah, I didn't make a mistake. Now I have to do it again. This is what happens when Kira is a spaz, which is most of the time, honestly. I'm not ashamed of being a spaz, but that just wasted some time, and I apologize for that. So we're going to go back through. Now the thread is stuck on my watch. Okay. All right. So we want to pull it pretty tight so it's there. Going out the second signature. And this is where it's going to get a little bit sugar honey. This is why you leave plenty of room. Yes, my needle just came out of my thread because I didn't leave enough on the end, and I'm frustrated by that. So I'm putting it back on. All right, that's done. Pulling it out, pulling it out, pulling it out. All right, this is where it gets a little difficult. So turning it around so you can see. Pull it tight here. We're going to thread the needle through this loop that's between the end paper and the first signature. And pull that through. Alrighty. And then we're going to go back through the second hole of the second signature. So you can see this way, we're tying it together. This is going to bind all the signatures together. This is, one of the simplest binding techniques. There's some that are super, super weird and complicated. All right, so we're going to go back through the third. All right, so we've got it kind of tight here. Now we're going to do the same thing. Put it between. Pull it through. Sorry, I was holding it up too high. So you're pulling it tight there, see? And then you're going to go back through that one. I missed it. So you're going to continue to do this. All the way through. And it's going to change a little bit when you get to the next one. So I want to show you that. And then we're probably going to give it a little quit, except I'll show you how to basically just finish it out by, I'll show you that. So again, we're going to go through this. Okay. Nope, lost my needle. Pull it down. So it's tight. And go back through. Oh, it's not quite tight. And you head back through. Sorry, my thing's getting a little loose here. Okay. Again, out through the last one. And again, you're going to make the loop. But instead of going through the last hole again, you're going to add another signature. This is annoying me. Oh, there's another knot. I know it's the knot. What's going on here? All right, reserve. So we're going to add another signature. And go in the last one. Woo, I'm making a mess. My hole is annoying. It's too small. Okay, so we're going to pull through this one. Okay, so we've got it through this one. Pull everything tight. Now we're going to go through the second one here. Here's how it gets different with each signature. Okay, so this is the last part I'm going to show you because you basically do it the same. So now you're going to put it between the second and the first signature. And each signature you add, you're going to do the same. So you don't go all the way to the top, you just add it to the next one. So that you're, see that? So you're tying them each together and then you go back through the hole. And you do the same for each one. So you keep doing in the space between the last ones. You want to make sure to pull everything tight as you go. That way, it'll stick together well. All right, so you're going to do that for each one. When you get to the end, you basically go back into the hole, you tie a knot, and you snip the ends. And it'll be all together. So the only thing to remember is that each new signature, when you sort of weave it together, do it with the signature head. Don't go all the way top. The one signature head, you're going to sort of tuck it in between that. Now, I've taken up enough of your time. It's challenging, and it's time-consuming. I know not a ton of you out there have it, but if anyone wants to learn it, you can learn it this way. And I'm sorry with my thread was being a pain in the butt. And I'm sorry I made that mistake, but I hope that this helped because it can be a little hard with the pictures. And I hope you guys make really awesome journals. I'm looking forward to mine that will take hours. But yeah, so also, everybody, we miss you. We wish we could see you, and we want you to stay healthy. Mask up. We want you to stay healthy mentally and physically. So take care of each other, okay? All right. Bye-bye.